right? So basically, this chapter is all about the normal understanding, normal introduction of the HRM, only normal introduction, right? That is fundamental of HRM. In this chapter, you are going to learn about what is the basics of HRM, right? What is the policies in the HRM. Only basic things we are going to learn in the fundamental of HRM. Then the next chapter is chapter 11. That is most important chapter of this module. That is development of HR. The third chapter is human implication. In development of HR, basically what we are going to learn? We are going to learn about uh, that is transaction analysis, Zuhari window. So this module will give you approx 7 to 10 marks question only from this module, only from this chapter. This chapter is very important. Development of HR. The another important chapter is human implication of organization. From this chapter also you are going to get 7 to 8 marks, right? So in this chapter you are going to learn about the different kind of personalities, right? Congratulations, Nikhil ji, congratulations. Congratulations. Many congratulations. Right? So that is employee feedback and reward system. The next chapter is employee feedback. What is the employee feedback? Basically, employee feedback is uh, here we are going to learn about the different kind of reward system. What is a job evaluation? What is the methods of job evaluation? These we are going to learn in this chapter. Then performance management. In this chapter, we are going to have different kind of performance method, modern method and the traditional method, all the method and barriers of performance management. Then the chapter 15 is conflict management and negotiation. This is the newly added chapter. Earlier, this chapter was not in the present in the ABM, but now this chapter has been included. So in conflict management, we are going to learn about what is the conflict, what is the method of conflict, how we can resolve the conflict. That is a chapter 15. Then the last chapter is HRM and IT, right? And this year, only from this chapter, around 5 to 6 question came from this chapter, HRM and IT, right? So we have total 7 chapter in this module. And believe me, this module is very important to clear your ABM exam. If you want to clear your ABM exam in a one and single go, believe me, this module is very important. And all the theories are here. No numerical, full theoretical module this is, right? Chaliye, so we will start with the chapter number 1, that is chapter 10, fundamental of HRM. In book 1 to 9 is the module A, okay? And chapter 10 is the fundamental of HRM. So the chapter 10 we are going to start it, that is fundamental of HRM, right? So this module will take approx 15 days to complete, module B. Then module D will be complete in the 16 days. So approx 1 month we will complete module B and module D, right? And Vishal Mantri sir, he will be taking your module A and module C. Fine? Chaliye. So let's start with this chapter, that is chapter number 10, fundamental of HRM, right? What is the HRM basically? What is the definition of HRM? HRM is when you are dealing with the human being. That means HRM is basically the most important part of the any organization, because nowadays organization they believe that employees are the asset of the organization. They treated employee as a asset like any other asset like land, machine, material. Employees are also asset of the organization, right? So basically in this chapter, what is the human resource management? To deal with the people, to deal with the human being. And in this chapter we have people and science. So HRM basically the combination of employees and technology. People is what? People is organization's employee. Science is what? That is technology. So any organization, they can replicate the science, but they cannot replicate the employees, because they are the unique, they are the USP of the organization, right? So we cannot, even any organization, they cannot replicate the same employee in their organization, right? So HR is a combination of employees and technology. Four basic HRM function is staffing, training, motivation and maintenance. This chapter is just the overview of the uh, that is overview of the HRM. Only introduction we are going to learn what is the HRM, what is the function of HRM. Okay, I'll just let you know from which area question can come, right? That is, I'll just let you know all these things. So basically, organization can replicate the technology, but they cannot replicate the employee, because they are the asset of the organization. Now, what is the organization basically? The organization is the planned coordination of activity. That means organization is a combination of activity, right? Then employees, that is number of people, hierarchy and common goal. All these are the contributor of the organization, right? These all things, please don't, there is no need to remember all these things. That is just the explanation that what is the HRM, what is the organization. You have to just understand, right? No need to mug up all these lines and all these things. You just have to know that what is the HRM, what is the organization meaning, right? There is no need to learn each and every line here, because that is just the introduction of HRM, right? Hierarchy means it is a line of control. Like in bank also we have the hierarchy, na? Like scale 1 officer, then scale 2 officer, then scale 3, scale 4, scale 5. That is the hierarchy, proper channel. Okay? So what is the people management or HRM management, right? So this is basically the English medium class. This is the English medium batch, right? On a daily basis, bilingual batch is scheduled on the timing is 10 to 11 p.m. for the bilingual, right? And for English medium, the timing is 6 to 7 a.m. For bilingual, it is 10 to 11 a.m. and for English medium, it is 6 to 7. Please remember, for bilingual, 10 to 11 p.m. is the timing. Fine. So what is a people management? That is another name of HRM basically. So HRM is a dynamic function and it is always a live issue, because in every organization, people, employees, right? They use like on a daily basis, they are like, this is a very dynamic function basically. This is a live issue, because employee cannot remain always with the organization, right? So basically, the Edgar Sitchin is also given the same definition of the organization, that the organization is a combination of activity. We have the number of employees, we have the division of labor, we have the line of authority, responsibility. All these things we are having in the proper organization, right? That is the definition of organization. Now, last year actually one question came from this slide, that is, who has called worker as a vital machine? That is Robert Owen. This question was asked actually last year. Okay? So we have the two perspective, that is Robert Owen and Charles Babbage. He has given some different type of perspective. What Robert Owen has said, that Robert Owen basically, he has believed that employees are the vital machine, worker are the vital machine, right? That means they are basically the lifeline of any organization. Vital is what? That is lifeline of any organization. So we believe that whatever investment you are doing for the worker, it will be better. They will give you the higher productivity. If you will provide the better condition to worker, they will give you the higher productivity. So that Owen has said that. So last year the question was, who has called worker as a vital machine? The right answer was Robert Owen. Okay. Now, who is the Charles Babbage? Charles Babbage basically, he was the he was in the favor of division of labor. That means he believed that there has to be a proper division of labor, right? Division of labor is what? Like in bank also, we are having the different kind of function like HR, legal, risk, credit, right? So we have different type of people for different kind of function. Maybe GBO, maybe SOs we have. Okay, different kind of function and different kind of people we have. That is a division of labor. So Charles Babbage, he was in the favor of division of labor. He has said that there has to be a division of labor, right? One worker cannot do, he cannot perform all the tasks at the same time. There has to be a division of labor in the organization to increase the productivity and to reduce the expenses, right? So basically, that is the organization. Now, the most important topic from this chapter is VUCA. Most important. This year also in June, the full form was asked. What is the full form of full form of C? This question was asked this year in June ABM exam. What is the term C means? That is answer was complexity. Four option was given. So only full form was asked. Maybe this year they can come up with the case study also, right? So what is the VUCA basically? See, VUCA is basically the challenges which will be faced by the organization at the time of crisis, during the time of crisis, like during the COVID, right? COVID was the major crisis, right? So at that point of time, most of the organization, they have faced all these four issues. That is volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So at the time of crisis, basically, organization have to face all these four issues. These four are the basic issue which organization have to face during the time of the uh, crisis like COVID, like demonetization or any kind of emergencies. Fine. Any doubt till here? Any doubt, please ask. So this class is also parallel live to the YT also. If any question on the YouTube also, anyone, please ask, right? So basically, what is the VUCA? V is the volatility. What is the volatility basically? That is rate of change, right? Volatile is what? That means volatile is the environment is used to change very rapidly, unpredictably. So what you have to do and in that kind of situation, at that kind of problem, you have to react very quickly for the unpredictable change. You have to react, you have to act on a very quick manner, right? Because volatile is what? That is a change is very rapid. For example, during the time of the COVID also, the change was very rapid and that was totally unpredictable. We cannot even predict what can come in the future. So basically the change is always a unpredictable phenomena, right? So what is a volatile? That is rate of change. The change is always unpredictable. The change is always very, very quick. What is the uncertainty? The environment basically that is totally at the time of crisis. The environment is normally very, very uncertain. What is the uncertain? That means you don't know what is happening actually. Same at the time of the COVID, when COVID was there in our India, basically, we were not even knowing that what is happening with the human being, what is happening with the human life. So that is the uncertainty. Complex is what? In organization, all the systems are dependent with each other, like employees, production, man, machine, material. These all these systems are interdependence, right? They depend upon each other. So basically, complex is what? The environment is dynamic with many interdependencies, right? What is the ambiguity? Ambiguity is what? that is unfamiliar situation, that is not under your control. The environment is unfamiliar, outside of your expertise. You are not aware about anything. All the things are unclear to you. So all these four things organization have to face during the time of the any kind of crisis, any kind of problem, right? But if problem is there, then definitely solution is also there. Believe me, right? Is it correct now? If problem is there, then definitely somewhere solution is also there. So these are the problem which organization can face during the time of any crisis situation. But we have the solution also. If these are the problem, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, these are the basically the solution. What we can do at the time of volatility, at the time of uncertainty, at the time of complexity, and at the time of ambiguity. See, this year actually in June ABM exam, only full form was asked, but actually I was expecting maybe case study can also come from the VUCA, but only full form was asked because that particular that topic is very important. So uh, we are going to discuss in a very detailed way what is the VUCA, what is the volatility, what is the uncertainty, what is the complexity, and what is the ambiguity. So what is the volatility? Basically, there is a change in the nature, changing speed. That means changing happening very rapidly. It is happening in a very rapid way. Now, what is the impact on the organization? Maybe it can increase the risk. The control can be loss here, right? Now, what we can do in that case? A organization, they should always have a vision. In case of the volatile, that means a rapid change is there. They should know what is the vision. That means after 5 years, after 10 years, what we want to become. They should know about their vision, definitely, right? Uncertainty is what? Unpredictable. That means you are not knowing, knowing basically what is happening. Okay? In that case, the solution is understanding. You have to understand what is going on, what we can implement to solve this situation, what we can do, what is the solution. You have to understand the all the things at the time of the crisis. Complexity is what? That is interdependency on each other, like maybe employees, maybe productivity, maybe anything in the organization. They all are independent with they are all interdependent with each other, right? So basically, what is the impact on the organization? It can decline the productivity. So definitely the solution to deal with the complexity is clarity. You should have the clarity in your mind always. At the time of the crisis, please do not panic. Okay? Even as an individual, I'm just talking about as a organization's perspective, but please understand, even as an individual also, at the time of any crisis, please do not panic. Please do not panic, right? Because panic cannot resolve your problem, right? So what is the ambiguity? The things are not clear to you. What action you can take? So here agility should be there, right? Organization, they have to adopt the agility. What is the agility? They have to take quick decision, they have to take quick action. They should be agile enough, right? They have to take the quick action, quick decision in case of ambiguity. So if you are facing all these four problem at the time of crisis, you have to solve these problem with the vision, understanding, clarity, and agility, right? So even you have seen that at the time of the COVID, there are so many organizations, they have earned the profit also, and there are so many organizations, they have even faces a very crisis situation. They have faced actually losses also in their business, right? So every organization, they have faced all these four problems in their business at the time of the crisis, right? Volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. See, change is not a very easy. Crisis cannot give you the happiness, right? It will always a very sudden phenomena. It will come, it is a, like a unpredictable. You cannot predict what is going to happen in the next 1 month or maybe 2 months. Like in COVID also, you have seen that so many people, they have lost their life, and so many organizations, they have to face, they have to suffer actually with the losses also, right? So all these four problems, they have to organization have to face, and these are the four solution of these four problems. Understood? Tell me, that is also VUCA. That is all about your perception, right? What you are seeing, problem or solution, that is also VUCA, and that is also VUCA. So what you are implementing, that is solution. You have to focus on the solution, right? You have to focus more on the vision, understanding, clarity, and agility. Tell me if any doubt is there. Any doubt in VUCA? Any doubt is there? Understood now what is a VUCA? Right? If you have any doubt, please ask me. Right? Chale, so let's move forward. VUCA we have understood, right? And that topic is very, very important. Believe me, this is very important topic. This topic, in this chapter, the most important topic is VUCA scenario. The another important topic is strategic HRM. That is also we are going to learn, right? So now, what is the fundamental activities in the HRM? These are some fundamental activities, right? We are not going to discuss in a very detailed way because in your ABM only name is there, right? Performance appraisal you are going to learn in a very detailed way, but not the recruitment, training, and reward. So what is the recruitment? To select the right people for the right job. In ABFM you are going to learn what is the recruitment, what is the selection, what is the methods of recruitment. All these things you are going to learn in the ABFM module A. But in ABM only recruitment and selection is what? To select the right people for right job. Now you, when you have select the right people for the right job, what is the next task? Is to build the capabilities, to build the talent, to build the skills, knowledge. That is a training and development. What is a performance appraisal? To measure their performance, how they are performing, and then give the reward and compensation, right? How you can compensate the employee for the contribution, that is reward and compensation. So these four are the basic function of HRM. Fine. Now these are some other significant HRM function like manpower assessment, career management, succession planning, and talent management, right? So talent management we are going to discuss in the next chapter in a very detailed way. Manpower assessment is not there in your syllabus. Career management is there. Okay? So what is a manpower assessment? That is basically the manpower planning. You have to choose how many people you required for that kind of task. That is basically the planning. Career management is what is the growth of the employee. Succession planning is what you have to identify and develop the leader for the leadership position, right? In HRM elective, you are going to we will discuss in a very detailed way succession planning. But here only definition is there. What is the succession planning is? This is sufficient, Vishwaji. That is sufficient. Okay? The PPTs are itself sufficient, very sufficient. Okay? Now, what is the talent management? That is to nurture the talent, to retain the talent with the organization. That is a talent management. So, all these concepts we are going to discuss in the upcoming chapters, right? Because this chapter is uh, just the introduction of the chapter, right? PPT I have already attached as a PDF. When you will open this video, you just see that is a PDF column is there. So PDF I have already uploaded. Please check. I have already uploaded the PDF. Fine. So basically these all are some functions of the HRM. That is talent management, succession, labor planning, training and development, and all these functions, right? These two institute, IIPM and NILM, Indian Institute of Personal Management and National Institute of Labor Management, these two institutions have a very big contribution in the field of the HR. IIPM and NILM, right? Both the institute. Now we will discuss here what is the HRM versus HRD. What is the difference of HRM and HRD? HRD is what basically to prepare your employee for the current job and for the future job as well. For example, even in bank also, normally we will uh, attend the training normally at the staff training colleges, and we will learn so many things there, right? That is HRD, human resource development, to develop the human resource, to develop your employees for the current role and for the future role as well, right? Through their existing capabilities or maybe acquiring the new capabilities, right? That is HRD. So basically HRD will increase your knowledge, skills and capabilities. Fine. L&T was the first company in India to set up the practice of HRD. This question came last to last year actually. L&T, which one was the first company in India to set up the practice of HRD? That is L&T, Larsen and Turbo. Fine. Now basically HRD is the part of the HRM only. What is the difference between the HRM and HRD? HRD is a part of the HRM only, and these are the main core function in the HRD: training and development, OD, career development and job design. These are some core function of HRD, right? In your ABM actually, there is no need to understand all these things in a very detailed way. Only career development and training and development is there. But when we will discuss in the HR elective, then OD also you have to take, but not in the ABM. ABM, training and development and career development. Only these two topics we will discuss in a upcoming chapter. That is the next chapter, development of HR. Fine. So what is the goal of HRD? Basically the goal of to increase the capability, to increase the knowledge of the employee. Okay? To prepare the employee for the current role, to prepare the employee for the future role as well. Right? For example, if you are working as a scale 1 officer, fine, and you will be promoted as a scale 2. So what HRD will do? He will prepare you for your current role as well and for your future role also. That is scale 2, scale 3 maybe, right? To increase the knowledge, to increase the abilities, to increase the team spirit and functioning in every organization. So basically HRD, what is the goal of HRD? To improve the overall health of the organization. Fine. So there is no need to remember each and every line. Please understand what is the HRD. HRD is a subset of HRM. It is a part of the HRM. Fine. These all things I am just discussing with you so that you will understand what is the HRD, what is the meaning of HRD. There is no need to remember each and every line. Okay. I'll just let you know from which area, from which part question can come. Fine. So what is HRD? HRD is basically the subset of HRM. It is a part of the HRM only. Fine. TV Rao, basically he was the father of HRD. He was very famous and he was the father of HRD in the India because he has given so many contribution in the field of HRD. So basically HRD again is to prepare the human as a employee for the present role and for the future role as well. To increase the capabilities, to increase the skills, that is the HRDs. Develop an organization culture where superior subordinate relationship, teamwork and collaboration among different subunits are strong. So basically it is to increase the organization culture, to increase the superior subordinate relationship. Now we will discuss what is the role of HR manager. You have seen that in bank also we have zonal office and regional office, right? RO and ZO. In RO and ZO, have you seen HR department is there? Right? Are you aware now? In head office also, we have the HR department. Similarly, in RO or ZO also, we have the HR department. Now, in HR department, we have maybe HR manager is there, one HR manager. He can maybe a general banking officer also, or maybe a specialist officer also. Fine. So, in every RO and in every ZO, there is a one HR department is there. Right? Fine. So these are some role of the HR manager. Now, what is the role of HR manager? He has to be a very supportive, right? What is a supportive basically? He has to be a support. He has to give. He has to provide the support to the employees so that they can execute their function as a very good way. Fine. So that is a supportive role he should play as a HR manager. Role of system development and research. He has to understand what kind of problem employees are facing. He has to come up with the solution, right? I know that you people are not very happy with your HR department. I know that. But these are some role which has to be play by the HR manager, right? I know that you all are not very happy with your HR department. Am I right or not? Right? Because uh, right, so basically that is the second role. Managerial role is what? He has to do all the planning, that which branch is having which kind, what is the need of future manpower. He has to do the planning, recruitment, utilizing, motivate the people. These work also he has to perform, right? The role of developing competence. He has to develop the managerial technical competence among the employees, right? That is also true. Process role is what? So see, in this chapter, only two things are remembered. Please, that is VUCA. Please remember. Then strategic HRM. Only two topics are very important in this chapter. That is VUCA and SHRM. SHRM is coming in the next slide. So what is the process role? HR manager, he has to respond with the changing environment. See, he has to work as a change agent. Change is not very easy for all the employees, so he has to make them comfortable, right? So that is a responsibility of the HR manager. So basically that is underlying HRM. Underlying HRM is what? To reinforcement of values of democracy, liberalism, humanism and shared control over the workplace. That is the underlying HRM. That means to promote democracy, involve the employees in your decision making, right? That is also the role of HR manager. Involve as many as employee in your decision making. Workers participation should be there, liberalism should be there, humanity should be there. That is a task of the HRM. Fine. So Pratik and Rao, he was actually, yes, they both have given the very so many contribution in the field of HRM. So basically he has given that HR manager, he should always have these kind of technical skills. He should know what is a performance appraisal. He should know the test and behavior, measures of behavior, ability to design and coordinate the training program. He should know all these things. Overall organization culture, career planning, he should know. So these technical skills HR managers should know, should aware, right? These are some managerial skills like development or maybe organizing ability, problem solving, right? Communication skills. And this kind of personality an HR manager should be having. Initiative he should take. He should have the good human being, positive attitude towards other, imagination. See, because HR manager na, their task is basically to support the people, not to punish the people. They have to support the branch employee, because actually at the front level, the employees who are sitting in the branch, they are working at the front level, right? Am I right or not? So uh, what is the support they should give? What kind of support HR department should give? They have to support the people. They should understand the people. They should have the concern for the people and for their development, right? They should have always a friendly nature, attitude for research and development, interest in learning new things. So all these things, all these qualities our HR manager should have. And I know that you all are not agree with me. Am I right? So basically in HO, in ZORO, there is a HR department is there. So these kind of qualities they should have. And I know that you all are not agree with me at all. I know that because somehow you are not very happy with the HR department, right? So basically these kind of personality. Now the next important topic of this chapter is strategic HRM. What is a strategic HRM? Uh, in June, ABM basically one uh, question was there with respect to the strategic HRM, that what is the profit or what is the advantage of some kind of question that was very generic question was there from the strategic HRM. So what is a strategic HRM basically? See, nowadays HR manager, they are not just performing the admin function. They are like a business partner of the organization, right? So what is the strategic HRM basically? To link HR activity with the business activity, right? You know about that. As a strategic HRM, what is a strategic HRM? To link HR activity with the business activity. That is a need of hour. In the today's time, that is a need of hour actually. You have to align all the HR activities with the business activity. What is our target? What is our goal? What is our vision? That HR activities should be aligned with the organization's goal, organization's objective, organization's vision, mission, and all that, right? So that is a strategic HRM. Suppose as an organization, I want to be uh, MNC in the next 1 year. I want to open my subsidiaries. I want to open my branch in the Singapore also, right? So as a HR manager, I have to align with the vision of my company. That means I have to recruit the people from the all over the world because I want to spread my business in the other locations also. So as a HR manager, what should be my strategy? That I have to recruit people from the all over the world, right? And same kind of training and development, performance appraisal, all these activities should be aligned with the business goal, business vision. That should be aligned. That is a strategic HRM. Any doubt? Please ask if any doubt is there. Please ask if any doubt is there. SHRM is what? Basically to link your HR activity with the business activity, right? Because we have to align, right? HR is not just an admin function. They are working as a business partner. They have to align all the HR activities with the business activity as well. That is a strategic HRM nowadays. And this uh, term is very, very famous nowadays. And strategic HRM is basically to link HR activity with the business activity. Fine. So these are some core people role. These are the organization value added role, and this is a business transformational role, right? These are the core people role. That means these are some traditional role which are performing by the HR manager, like selection, orientation, career development, motivation, compensation, and all these. Now, what is the organization value added role? That is HR, technology, or OD, consult karna. That these all are the organization value added role. That means you are adding some more values to your organization. That is a organization value added role. Now, what is a business transformation role? The business transformation role is basically the strategic HRM. That means you have to transform the business. You have to change the business. You have to transform completely. How you can transform? Through flexible work culture, through aligning HR activity with the business activity, implement the organization change, measure whatever return you are going to get from the human capital. So these are some traditional role, these are some organization value added role, and these are the business transformation role. So you can see what is the difference between all these three functions. What is the difference? The difficulty level is there. These all are some core functions. Core means traditional function, but these are some organization value added role. That means somehow you are adding the value to the organization, and in these cases you are basically transforming the business completely. You are transforming. That is a business transformation role. Fine. So that is these are the three roles which are performing by the HR department or HR manager. Fine. So now basically HR role, they are changing as a strategic business partner, because they have to deal with the senior and line managers for the strategy execution and all these things, right? They should be very organized, right? They should be organized. They have to be a champion for employee. So basically nowadays HR manager, they are the strategic business partner. They have to deal with the strategies part also. The HR is not just the admin function. That is all together strategic function basically, right? And finally, to become an agent of continuous transformation, shaping process and culture that organization improve and organization capacity for change. So basically, that is the new things which are going to come up with the HR role. They are not just the performing the admin role, they are performing the strategic business partner role. That means they have to work with the strategy part, they have to work with the line manager, how they can generate the profit, how they can improve the productivity, right? These all things should come in the mind of the HR, because they are working as a strategic business partner. They are not just performing as normal business, normal admin function. They have to perform strategic business function also. Fine. So here your this chapter is completed now, and tomorrow the most important chapter of this module, that is development of HR. So approx 4 days will take for development of HR, right? Today we have completed this chapter, that is chapter number 1, develop fundamental of HRM. That is just the introduction of HRM. But the upcoming chapter, that is chapter number 11, development of HRM. That is the most important chapter. See, Rachna, you have asked about the question na. This year only, the June actually, one question was there: what is the benefit or what is the advantage of strategic management, strategic HRM? That question was there. Then full form was asked: what is the full form of VUCA, right? What is the U stand is what? C, that is complexity. This question was asked, that is complexity. VUCA was asked this year in June exam. Then last year one question was there from the vital machine. Who has called worker as a vital machine? That is Robert Owen. So only 3 questions I have seen from this chapter. Fine. Yes. Shubhra, what you are asking? 1 second. I'll just. That is underlying HRM. What is the underlying HRM? Basically, the underlying HRM is the progressive reinforcement of value. What is the underlying HRM is? The HRM is all about to promote the liberalism, to promote the democracy, to promote the control, shared control. That means all the employees have the same contribution. That is, they should have the contribution in the every decision making. That is the democracy. So what is the underlying HRM is? The HRM is not just the admin function. That is all about the to increase the democracy, to increase the liberalism, to increase the humanity among the employees, right, over the workplace. Fine. So that is HR. They are working as a strategic business partner, because nowadays HR is not just the admin function. They are more like a strategic unit of the organization, because they have to deal with the strategy. They have to deal with how they can promote, how they can increase the profit of the organization. So they have to work as a strategic business partner. Fine. So tomorrow we will start the next chapter of this module, that is chapter number 11, that is development of HR. And some of the viewers, they are, I'll just show you where this batch is available, right? You have to first you have to click on the Adda 24/7. Here please type Adda 24/7. Then you have the GIB CIB category here. This is the GIB CIB category. Then in GIB CIB category, basically CIB November is there, and you have to click on the CIB Mahapak, double validity is going on. Then Sankalp batch 2, right? So this is the batch. Here you have to apply buy now. Then July 75. This code you can use. July 75. Fine. Enter. And then this is the discount on the batch. And similarly, you can apply this code to the Mahapak also. Right. So tomorrow we will start with the next chapter, that is development of HR. If any kind of doubt is there, please ask me. Okay.